You want to say Kalalal, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Bashem Rakakadash, the Ba'anas to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. Shalom to all the brothers in the Ivan Bible preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. I'm the brother Shapar from a James Jamaica camp. You know, and right now, as you see, things go along, you know, as seeming to everybody out here, like everything is normal, man. Well, we are at the end, you know. We are at the end of all things, you know, that the society basically, you know, is about. You know, we're about to see the end of Babylon, you know, spiritually Egypt and Sodom, man. You know, everything is coming to a climax right now. You know, and as the Lord tell them, man, it's gonna be a time of great trouble, man. You know, and that's what we basically poised to witness right now, that time of trouble. You know, we can see all the things being put in place to bring about that time. You know what I mean? We're seeing wars popping off, you know, in the Middle East, you know, nations basically threatening to go to war with other nations, you know what I mean? Basically, as the Lord said, wars and rumors of war. You know what I mean? And a lot of our people believe that, you know, what's going on in the Middle East or other places in the world, you know, have little to do nothing with them. You know what I mean? Not knowing that, you know, things is brewing right here in the background, right here, right now. You know, that's going to affect them, man. You know. Let's get some precept and then we'll get down into the meat of the matter. Let's see, we get Matthew 24 first. We get Matthew 24. Start from 6. This is Matthew 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. You know, and that's what basically going on now. You're hearing of the wars and the rumors of war. These things manifesting right now, showing that the time that we're in is a very critical time concerning the end. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, because we have tribulations that we should face before the climax of the war, which is World War III, man. You know, because the World War III is going to determine, you know, our deliverance, man. The Lord is going to come within that time period, man. You know, when the missiles shut off, you know, towards America. You know, so you have a lot of things need to get done first before we reach that climax, man. So the war is the climax, the major war, at least. It's the climax of the whole thing. But before then, great tribulation are going to happen, man. You know, such as, continue here. They say, for nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and ye shall, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So we're going to get all these catastrophic events, man. You know, we're going to get famine. You know, you're going to hear about more diseases. We hear about one in 2020. And they're talking about new one popping off in China. You know, so you need to look forward for these things, because these things are going to happen even before the war come to a climax, man. You know, and these things going to bring about tribulation, man. You know, where this devil are going to try to implement his new system, you know, the new monetary system, because we're going to see economic collapse and all these things happening on the backs of all these things where you see are going to take place. You know, recently you see Black Friday happened, you know, which is this devil basically of a day to commemorate is folly for him do. But you know, you see Black Friday pass and sales, retail sales, very low, man. You know what I mean? Versus the other years where people used to go out from the night before, from Thanksgiving, you know. They used to go out for Black Friday. Now, you know, people barely show up. So they don't think that will have an economic impact on America, man. This is going to be a serious economic impact. And all of these things is being done, you know, pre-planned, man, to basically mess the economy up, that they can bring in the new identification system and that they can bring in the new a monetary system, which is the CBDC, that they can implement the MOTB, man. Yeah, they're gonna stick a device under your skin, and that's what all of these things are happening on this side is happening for, you know. So don't be distracted by what's going on in the Middle East right now, because we have things here right now on the ground, you know what I mean, that basically going to immediately affect the people here on the ground right here. You know, food shortage is coming up. You have shortages in certain foods right now. You know what I mean? Ever since 2020 event, you know, you have production of food and certain commodities going down, man. You know what I mean? So they are poised for a food shortage, which is a famine, as the scriptures speak about here. You know, famine, pestilences, you know, the World Health Organization basically of these prime ministers and presidents sign over, you know, the whatsoever medical emergency directly into the hands of the WTO. So the lockdowns them and the restrictions them will come directly from the directive of the WHO right now. That's what's going on. You know what I mean? So the sitting president and prime minister of these countries, you know, none of them have no jurisdiction over a pandemic, saying another pandemic come about, you know. So some serious restrictions gonna come along with this, like, you know, you people gonna be removed from their houses, just like you know, the movies, you know, where you see when there's a pandemic or, you know, a disease, they basically quarantine people, you know, and some of those quarantine take place away from your home. So people are going to be placed in camps, man, like concentration camps, man, you know. So these are the things that are going to happen, you know, on this side of the world, you know. You know, I'm going to get that precept here. I don't speak too far without the precept, then. Bookmark. This is Luke 19 and 43. You know, this happened to our people back then, you know, from 70 AD, you know, around about a time where Jerusalem was besieged by the Romans, man. You know, that was done by a physical army, you know what I mean, besiege the people of our Lord, man, you know. But this is going to happen again in this time, you know, and this besiege, it will come not only from a physical army, but even from a digital standpoint, man. You know, every way, these men gonna lock you down, man. Yeah, and this is the reason why the identification system that is being rolled out, you know, and the monetary system that being rolled out is that they can have you on a social credit system, man. Yeah, and that is basically a besiegement, you know, a trap to lock you in. But anyway, this is Luke 43, it's 19 and verse 43. It says, "For the days shall come upon thee that thine enemies shall cast a trench round about thee." You know what I mean? And this identification system, like digital ID, they've been pushing it right now. You have certain Caribbean islands and African countries, I think is Kenya, one of these African countries basically rolling out their digital ID, man. You know? So these men doing all these things in the background, getting these things through. In Jamaica, you have the NIDS, man. You know, you hear like there's silence, like not coming through the media, but they're actually moving it forward, man. Working on the technology, you know, getting it ready, so then can just drop it on the people like that. You know, getting everything ready for some event that they're gonna use to bring it out, and that event is somewhere around the corner, is very near, man. Yeah, and this is one of the ways how they're gonna trap you up. Because I hear people talk about, say, when they're bringing a new monetary system, then nah, deal with the new money or whatsoever. Guess what? It's gonna be the only money. People are saying, you continue to use the money with them have. Look, they are the one that determine the value of the money. So if the money that you got, you know what I mean, when they're gonna bring about another money, the money that you got make no use anymore. You know, just like in a note that is come out of circulation that is no longer legal tender, you can't use it. Yeah, you forgot that this is their money. Look at who superscription is on the money. It said, give unto Caesar what is what? Due to Caesar. Their superscription is on the money. It's not yours. You know what I mean? And they decide I'm gonna change it over. You know? In Jamaica, you don't watch the new money what you see them bring out, man. You know what I mean? It's not about that. They think them setting up all the spending all this money to set up the digital currency in order to let it flop. You know, this is actively going on, and they'll be doing it behind the scenes because too much talking on the front right now. So you are them gonna just bring it in when it's convenient for bringing. Or just that. Just waiting on an event. That's what's going on, man. They say, I'm reading it again. It says, for the days shall come upon thee that thine enemy shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round. Let me get this here. It says, compass thee round and keep thee in on every side. So the lockdowns and all them things that is coming, man, you know, you're not gonna have no space to breathe, man. No space to breathe. You can't go sprint freely as you wish. You know what I mean? You can't go where you want to go as you wish. All these things, yeah, gonna be taken away from you, man. Yeah. Everything look like it's calm, it's peace and safety. The scripture says when they think that it's peace and safety, then sudden destruction commitment. Yeah? And Lord's willing, man, 2024 maybe just be hit. Yeah? When all them shit are gonna pop off, man. So China talking about locking down again. This mysterious virus. You have these mysterious viruses popping up everywhere, every minute, man. All of a sudden we are, you know, a season where different viruses, you know, popping off. You know, respiratory viruses. Because this devil is the one setting it up, and they're setting it up that they can bring in the system, man. These things are happening, it's not natural, man. And you have weather anomalies and earthquakes and all these things that is not going to be natural. You see, the scripture talk about earthquake in diverse places, man. You see, what here in Portland, you know. It come like every 3 weeks an earthquake shake, man. You know what I mean? We're getting them earthquakes, and then guess what? This devil might be the one behind some of these earthquakes, man. Something heavy is gonna hit. Something is coming to roll out the system, man. Believe it or not. This devil is actively, daily working on his plan, man. He takes no rest, man. Yeah? He's taking no rest. When you think that everything is okay, he's behind closed doors scheming what he's going to do. And actively carrying it out. See? And this is 44. He said, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee. And they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation. And this is the time of a visitation where people know not, you know, everybody distracted doing all different type of things right now. Everybody feel like, hey, you know, we have a future here. We're gonna build houses and do whatsoever and continue, you know, to live in this wicked society, man. Even though we see some things going on around us, you know, that is not right, people think they can weather the storm and, you know, live here and be comfortable, man. You know what I mean? Well, the Lord is about to wrap this thing up. So this is the time of our visitation, man. Believe it or not. And that wars you see popping off in the Middle East is a sign to show you. It's a sign to show you that, you know, the prophecy that is going to happen before the climax of that war there is going to happen very soon. Which is the MOTB, man. That MOTB, man, going to trap you up. The social credit system that is coming with it gonna trap you up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get some more precept showing you what gonna happen when shit pop off this time around. It's not gonna be like that other disease, man. You know, not gonna be like that. It's gonna be worse. You know, gonna be worse, man. I'm gonna get second Ezra here. You know. This is second Ezra 16 and 68. He said for For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idol. You know what I mean, man? They're gonna take you from your house, man. They're gonna take you from your house, quarantine. Certain areas gonna be deemed, you know, whatsoever they want to deem it as, and they're gonna take you from your houses, man, and relocate it. Whether it want to be a disaster, or it want to be a virus, you know what I mean, or some volatile era or whatsoever. You know what I mean? Whatsoever they're gonna deem it as, and take you from your house, man. And you're gonna be relocated, man. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So that when I say take away certain of you, that's what's gonna happen. And they're gonna put in relocation centers like concentration camps, and they're gonna give you a microchip, man, which is the MOTB. That's what it is. Yeah. You say, and they shall, and they that consent unto them shall be adding derision and a reproach and trodden underfoot. Because you see, just like the 2020 event, you have people who comply with everything, man. All the mandates that take place, you have people who trust in the state, trust in the government to fix things for them. And this is the type of people that basically are going to be caught under this trap here, man. They're going to comply. They're going to believe that the government is looking out for the best interests. You know what I mean? And they're going to get the chip. You know what I mean? And it's not going to make things better. And you're going to find out that the true purpose is to get rid of your asses, man. And it's going to be too late, because you're not going to have any wiggle room. You know what I mean? You're not going to have a wiggle room at that time, man. Yeah? He said, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and a reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, the people of the Lord, man. You Jake out here, you think them gutter rats not hearing, you know, brothers be coming out and saying that, look, we are the real Israelites and you gutter rats are the fake ones, you know. They're waiting for the day to take vengeance, man, for them argument, man. And the very fact that them learn and understand that we are the people, you know, that envy is gonna, you know, infuriate him, and he's gonna make a move on our people, man. Yeah, the elite is gonna use all the mechanism that they have to make a move on our people because of that envy, the jealousy, to spite us, man. And that is a move to get rid of us as a people. Whether you want to know who you are, yes or no, this man is gonna take his wrath out on us, man. Yeah. So the people that fear the Lord is Israel, man. Yeah. And I'm gonna continue. He said, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods. You know, under certain emergency powers, you know, even the Jamaican emergency powers, you know, I read the emergency powers, and they tell her that they're gonna take all the resources from you, man, in case of an emergency. The government have the right to take all your food and your water or whatsoever, and they're gonna redistribute it or ration it. So the military gonna come in your house and take your food, man. Yeah. In the time of an emergency, that's what's gonna happen, man. And the emergency powers are gonna take your food, you know what I mean? They're gonna ration energy, water, and all these things, man. You know, you're not gonna have electricity 24/7 or whatsoever, man, or gas. You know, you can have gas to run a generator and all. Look, man, all these things are gonna be scarce, and it's gonna be seized upon. Everything that is scarce in that time, according to the emergency powers, is gonna be seized upon by the state, man. You people don't know what's coming, man. You don't know. Yeah? Yeah. You say, continue. For they shall, this verse 72, it says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. You know, you're going to be placed in certain detention centers or camps, man. You know, and the real intention is not for people having houses, man, and property. at the end of the day, because according to the World Economic Forum, you're not supposed to own anything at all, man. And you see, they have a plan name we call urbanization, man. We're going to try to take everybody from out of the rural areas or the places, the remote areas, man, and place them into controlled cities, man, or controlled areas, man. That's what they plan to do. You know, everywhere else apart from those controlled areas is going to be out of bound or off bound in the guise of saving the planet. You know, in the guise of saving the planet from all them climate foolishness what them are talk about, man. Climate change and all this, you know, they're gonna blame for enough of the things them gonna do. Yeah? Alright. He said, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold is tried. And all this are gonna happen before the missile shut off, man. All these things are gonna happen before the missiles shut off, man. So who out here looking for the missiles? War if it start with Iran right away and Russia right away between America and all them. You know, that's not gonna happen yet, man. Because we don't see the chip coming out yet. That's not gonna happen, man. This war yes going on in the Middle East and the skirmishes, all that gonna prolong until this happen on this side, man. Till the chip is implemented, until till they understand who are the chosen of the Lord when they make a move on us, man. You know, and the Lord set up that standard. Yeah? Because the Lord is going to set up a standard, man. Yeah? He's going to know that the Lord is the power of Israel, man. That is going to be proven first before the missile shut off. Because when the missile shut off, that is the end, all be all of all these things, man. Yeah? So this tribulation has to come first, man. Then the deliverance. Tribulation, then the deliverance. A missile signal our deliverance, man. Yeah? Shall deliver thee. Let me see if I can find a place up here. You know. This is Job 5:19. He said, and he shall deliver thee in 6 trouble. Yea, the 7th, there shall no evil touch thee. You see me? So when the missiles shut off, man, the angel tell about the different trumpets, man, in Revelation, man. Yeah? The 6th trumpet. So that is the time we're going to be delivered, man. So when the missile shut off, that marks our deliverance, man. That is the end of all. This is the end of all things, man, pertaining to this society, man. The end of all things. And there's nobody coming up come fight against you after that. You see me? Oh boy, Nate. I'm going to tell her. This is Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time, even that same time, Salakia. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. You know what I mean? So that it marks the time of our deliverance. And the one that's supposed to survive and make it to the Lord Yahushua, the one that's supposed to be resurrected, going to make it, and the rest is going to be burnt or destroyed in the things that basically going to happen, man, before the fire. Yeah? You say, many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, and some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. You know, so that's it, man. You know, so just look out for the things that immediately gonna happen before this war, man. And that what we see, you know, things setting up to be right now. You know, it look like a calm. You know, everything over here be calm. You know, the lockdowns, everything gone, everything seems all right. You know, but meanwhile they're cooking up something, man. And you can wake up tomorrow morning and hit that. Tomorrow, like literally tomorrow morning, they can just wake up the news, you know, and hit that again. Well, we see it happen when the whole you know, the whole alleged virus situation before. We see it happen. Everything that's happened swift and sudden, you know, to the surprise and the astonishment of many people. And the same thing is going to happen again, you know. You should be once bitten, twice shy, man. But anyway, with that was a color lolly, how about Shemi was shy, about Shemi Kodash, about honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and byway preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. Shalom.